Hey babes, how's it going? Welcome to your channeled message. Yes, because it's not going to be a reading for this particular video. And to be quite honest, I don't have to pull out any cards because I've been receiving a lot of intuitive downloads the entire day. This is specifically going to be a twin flame channeled message. So to most of you divine feminines who are watching, and also welcome divine masculines who have been awake and aware of the connection and this spiritual journey that you're on. Welcome, welcome. So, as I was saying, this is going to be a channeled message for my divine feminines, and it is about the heavy energy that's coming through on behalf of your masculine. Oh, okay. And there has been a full moon that we just passed. It was the 5th of November, and it was in the sign of Taurus, and I believe it was the beaver moon. And Spirit has a sense of humor because I'm hearing beaver shot. So this masculine wants to just take a look at it, just, because they're missing you heavily right now, divine feminine. I mean, aren't they always? But I'm sensing, wow, so we're just gonna go right into the message. I'm sensing that they don't miss you emotionally right now, they're missing you physically. And it's interesting because after this full moon, I've been getting a very sexually charged energy from divine masculine, and it doesn't feel like at this point in time, like I said, they're missing you emotionally. Not even, they're missing you physically. Your person wants to devour you, like right then and there. And when they see you, because they will see you, this union is coming. It's like they've already thought of 100 ways, 100 positions of how they're going to do this with you, And you could be feeling a lot of this, sexual tension in the middle of the night, because that's when, divine masculine can no longer distract themselves with work or hobbies or errands. It's when the world starts to just quiet down for a moment and they're left with themselves and their thoughts, and I'm also hearing their imagination. So don't be surprised, divine feminine, if you just randomly feel this sudden urge to please yourself, because that's you channeling your masculine actually pleasing themselves to the thought of you. And something about this full moon energy, it's in the sign of Taurus. So Taurus is actually one of the zodiac signs that are known for being very freaky and kinky in bed, as well as having great stamina. So very intense sexual, just vibe, aura that's happening right now, and your person is just lusting after you. It's like I'm hearing like they're tired of like constantly longing for, your heart, your mind. Now it's like they're starting to lust after your body. And they're really craving your touch. Something about the way that you touch them, the way that you look at them really arouses them. And I also got earlier that they're drawn to your hair, something about your hair and your eyes. So the combination of both, just looking into your eyes and looking at your hair, really sets them off. They just want to run their fingers through your hair and just yank it, just give it a good, with like oomph in it. And they want to stare into your eyes while doing that. And this is very interesting because I haven't channeled a very erotic energy in such a long time. So, for some of you watching, it may feel a little awkward, but we're all adults here. I'm going to tell it like it is, and I'm going to tell it in the way that Spirit wants me to relay the message. And this is how your divine masculine is feeling. Like, they can't help it, and I can't help that I'm channeling it in this sensual way because that's how they're coming through right now. There's something about, you know what? I'm just gonna quite quite simply, quite plainly, they want you to go down on them. They want to go down on you. Ooh, but it's hard to choose. So it's like your masculine is going back and forth of you going down on them and then them going down on you. And look, listen, it doesn't matter what age you are, what age there are. I don't care if you're more of like in the middle age or older. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're still a human being at the end of the day. You're still allowed to enjoy yourself, to pleasure yourself. You know what I'm saying? And to have this beautiful sexual chemistry and intimacy with this masculine when the time comes. And it's just about the two of you spicing things up and keeping it young, keeping it lively with the way that do things physically. I'm trying to keep this PG, but it's like Spirit doesn't want me to. They kind of want me to go full throttle. And how I deliver these messages. I'm also getting to that divine masculine is very drawn to the sound of your voice, and it's usually around nighttime when the two of you, before this physical separation, when you would have these hours long phone conversations. Something about the sleepiness of your voice just sounds very sexy to them, divine feminine, and they're really craving to hear your voice right now. If they happen to have like a voicemail of a voicemail of yours or a video of you, anything where you're talking and they can hear your voice, I'm here to break it to you that they are listening to it and they are pleasuring themselves, because even just your voice alone carries this resonance, this beautiful, sensual Empress energy. You know what I'm saying? That just hearing your voice, they can imagine you from head to toe, what you look like with clothes on, but also what you look like without clothes. And they just want to undress you one article of clothing at a time. And they want to do it with their mouth, their teeth, and they're going to look up at you when they're doing it. It could be that you're lying down or you're standing up, but they're going to just make this intense eye contact with you, and they want you to look back at them. Let me tell you, when this union happens, the two of you are going to be spending a lot of time in the bedroom. Now, mind you, some of you could be listening and telling yourselves, no freaking way. Masculine has made me wait this long. I'm going to make them wait this long too on purpose. I'm going to make them sweat for it. And it's all talk, divine feminine. It's all talk, because when all is said and done and they're right in front of you, are you still going to put your money where your mouth is? Are you still going to be about it and make them wait? Oof. Because it's going to be hard. This is just like a slow burn between the two of you. This passionate connection, and it just can't be denied. And you can try to make them wait. And if you actually happen to, I mean, hey, kudos to you, right? You have great self-control. But I'm really sensing that you're not going to be able to, just as much as he isn't. But the difference is you want to wait things out. You want to give it time and to get to know this new version of your divine masculine, because they're coming in healthy, coming in pretty much healed and transformed. So you want to get to know that version of them. And so it's like you want take it back to square one, where it's like you start off as friends again, getting to know each other, you start courting, you start dating, and then you get into a very serious commitment. That's what you want. That's not what they want. They don't see it that way. They see it as, we have history. We've known each other for such a long time. You know me, I know you. Now allow me to introduce myself, and after that, let's get straight to business. And it's not it's not coming from an egotistical space on the behalf of your divine masculine. I'm not sensing that. It's not coming from like a sexually driven place either, even though this is mainly what I'm talking about. It's just more so they want to make up for lost time. And when I say these things, it could sound like this masculine wants to like F you, and they do, don't get me wrong, but it's more like they just want to make love to you. And they want to do so passionately, romantically. And when this does take place, part of them is going to fight themselves, because there's going to be that, instinctive, like primitive part of divine masculine that just kind of wants to go faster and harder and, be a little rough. But they're going to fight themselves on that, because initially they want to have sex with you, like with intention. Ooh, thank you, Spirit. They want it to be a tantric experience, where the two of you can manifest through this beautiful sexual union. But also, too, it's the chance for you to both really connect with one another. And it's going to start off slow like that, and you guys are making love, but I don't know. It's things are gonna pick up really quickly. And I'm hearing "When Doves Cry" by Prince, when he sings, they feel the heat between me and you. So it's like the both of you are gonna feel this heat. I'm also hearing Spirit is very, very interesting tonight, very funny. It's like you're gonna be like two cats in heat, not being able to get your hands off of each other. But man, ooh, yeah, this weekend also, like this week, especially after the full moon, but this weekend, it's like that sex drive is going to be on high. Not even for them, but for you too. And do something about it. Why not? And I say that because some people are just so stick in the mud, like, I'm not gonna do anything about it. Like, I'm just gonna go to bed. Man, fuck that. Don't, and excuse my language, but fuck that. If it's been a minute, ladies, flick the bean, okay? Gentlemen, if it's been a minute, spank the hand. Oh my god, no. Please excuse me. This is the first time that I put out a reading like this, but hey, along this journey, that's the thing about energy. It's fleeting, it's unpredictable, it's spontaneous. So this just happens to be that energy for tonight, and it's coming through very strongly and passionately, Divine Feminine. And yeah, prepare to experience more of these sexual urges. Prepare to also have wet dreams about your person, because they definitely are experiencing this with you. Hence, which is why they're on your mind a lot. Because I'm also channeling right now that they've had a really sensual and physically powerful dream about you and with you, to the point where they woke up and, let's be honest, they had to do something about it. And they did. Ooh, they did many, many times. And that dream is really just a glimpse now, isn't it? Because that is what's bound to happen. And they can't wait. And I'm picturing my mind's eye, like calendar with these red X's on each day. They're literally marking the days of when they can see you again. And I know, because you could be thinking, well, why they're marking the days? Because I'm waiting for my masculine to come and approach me. Why haven't they called me yet? Why haven't they texted me? I know. Trust me, I know. They're asking themselves that too, because they want this so badly, but then why aren't they taking the initiative? And I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you what you already know, and it's just the fact that they're no longer in their emotions about you. Like, they've been past that. Now it's more they're in their head about you, because they're operating from their headspace right now. Well, operating from two headspaces, let's be honest, but the one on their shoulders, they're just thinking, like heavily contemplating about how to approach you, Divine Feminine, because you're not easy. You're not easy to approach. Yes, I am, is what I'm hearing. No, you're not. No, you're not. Not like how you used to be. Your guard is up. You have your defenses on high alert, with reason too, from all the shit that you've been dealt with in the past. Divine Masculine knows this. They see this. And so they're trying to find a way to get back into your life where you're not going to give them the cold shoulder. And the thing is, they're overthinking a little too much, that, time is passing and you're kind of just here like, oh, okay, well, let me just get on with my life. And that's not what they want. They don't want you to get on with your life. They want you to get on them. And that's exactly what is going to unfold. Oh, I see that very clearly. So once they get over this little hunch right now of how to reach out to you and the right way to do it, and the two of you get talking again, and you grab a cup of coffee and you go on a few dates, you just kind of rekindle this romance and see where it goes, that's when the big business is going to come in. That's when that that big energy, if you know what I'm saying, that big ego is going to come marching in and wanting to march right into you. So I'm just going to leave it at that with your reading, beautiful Divine Feminine. You are glowing right now, and you are radiant, and you are just in this bad bitch era that your person can feel it. They can feel it from miles away. It doesn't matter the distance between the two of you. They can feel it and they know it, and they want to come back for you, and they will. They just got to get over this one last thing, and it's their mind, their obsessive thoughts, and just pull through with it already. So they can be with you. But this is where I'm going to close out the channeled reading, Divine Feminines. I'll probably post another reading in a bit, depending on how I feel, depending on the energy as well. But if you like this channeled message and it resonates with you in some way, shape, or form, and you dig my vibe, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And for those of you who would like to book a private reading with me, my information is in the description box below. So until then, take care, my loves. I love you.